Fire Country fans, buckle up because this episode took chaos to a whole new level. Just when we thought Bode was finally getting his act together, he proves us wrong in record time. On his last day of parole, he risks everything, his freedom, his career, and Manny's patience, by diving headfirst into the Zabel Ridge investigation. Meanwhile, Eve and Fran face a massive relationship milestone, and Sharon is confronted by a truth so heavy, it changes everything we thought we knew about Vince's final moments. This episode is packed with reckless decisions, emotional breakthroughs, and a family showdown we all knew was coming. Let's break down every shocking twist, every bad choice, and every moment that left us yelling at our screens. It feels like only moments ago I praised Bode, Max Thieriot, for finally being the level-headed one among Fire Country's younger firefighters. Technically, it was just last week, but that praise didn't age well. Less than 15 minutes into the new episode, Bode throws all rationality out the window, diving headfirst into old habits that once again threaten both his and Manny's careers. One day we might accept that Bode will never fully learn, but today isn't that day. The episode kicks off with a major milestone. It's Bode's last day on parole. Unfortunately, Station 42 is assigned to assist the ATF in the Zabel Ridge investigation, the same fire that killed Vince. Manny immediately notices that Bode is itching for confrontation and spends much of the day trying to keep him from spiraling at the finish line. While Manny is stress managing his walking disaster of a probie, Eve, Jules Latimer, is contemplating the future of her relationship with Fran, Katie Findlay. Across town, Sharon, Diane Farr, finds herself face-to-face with ghosts from her past literally. Bode can't stay out of trouble. Bode urges Sharon to get Station 42 involved in the Zabel Ridge cleanup, insisting he wants justice for Vince handled the right way. But only hours into the assignment, he crosses a restricted line to inspect a potential fire accelerant, a Smokies lighter. Because his family owns Smokies, he insists he should help lead the investigation. The ATF shuts him down immediately. Manny is warned loudly that neither he nor Bode will get another chance after their prison stints. Instead of backing off, Bode begins his own rogue investigation, narrowing in on a former barback with a sketchy history. He even corners Agent Ruffin, Luvia Peterson, on her lunch break, demanding she follow his lead. She tells him to use the anonymous tip line. He finds that insulting, naturally. To stop Bode from making things worse, Manny drags him onto an incident call. It doesn't work. Bode steals a Station 42 vehicle and drives straight to his suspect's house. He's on the verge of going full vigilante when Manny orders him to stand down. And shockingly, Bode listens. Just in time, ATF arrives moments later, and if Bode had broken in, he'd be back in prison instantly. The suspect has an alibi, meaning the real arsonist is still out there. Manny demands Bode stop digging, but one look at Bode's face says he won't. A spectacularly reckless move seems inevitable. Eve and Fran take a big step. Meanwhile, Eve decides she's ready to commit and gives Fran a key to her apartment. But Fran has something bigger in mind. She wants to become a foster parent and hopes Eve will join her. This is not the step Eve expected. But while treating a patient and navigating curious kids on a call, Eve starts to see she might actually have a natural connection with children. She's not ready for motherhood, not fully, but she agrees to be included on Fran's foster application as her partner. It's a huge step, and it might open her up to the idea of parenting someday. Sharon faces her mother in a dark truth. Sharon, trying to understand why her mother, Ruby, Christine Lottie, blackmailed Vince, digs through family records and discovers that Vince had been secret.